Aloha, High Vibe Tribe, it is Pink Bella. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome all Starseeds, Lightworkers, and past 144,000 Twin and Soul Flames. I'm so grateful to be here today. And I have a part 2 transmission from the Star Councils of Light that I've been working with for the 6/6 portal that we just went through, and then what we're working on as we head towards the solstice. However, whenever you watch this video, when you find it, this is also a big part of our Ascension awakening as a group, as a collective, as we prepare for the 7/7 portal in July and the 8/8 portal, the Lion's Gate, in August. Okay, so there's going to be just a little bit of a review. They asked me to show a few more cards, but I've got a new transmission as well. So thank you everyone for liking, subscribing, just to circulate this message a little bit more. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful for you to do that. And thank you everybody who has booked sessions and readings, distance healings, and the 666, what's it called? An implant and soul contract that I'm going to talk a little bit more about. Thank you for those who booked, because besides myself, I've worked through it with a few souls, so I've had to shift it around a little bit on my website. So yeah, we are an exciting times team. We are really ramping up, and I feel we're ramping up because there may be some things that are going to be moved forward for all of us as a team to be collectively working on as we get closer to the Lion's Gate. Okay, so yeah. So I am a 12th to 22nd dimensional quantum Akashic reader and healer. I also am a keeper of the flames. I work with everyone. I just, Starseeds, Lightworkers, empaths, healers, those just with Ascension symptoms, those on a twin and a soul flame. And I've been on my journey a long time, but I've known that I've been a starseed since the mid-90s. So there's a whole Blu-ray journey. I've made a playlist on my channel. You can go check it out. But I talk about when I went to the pyramids in Giza, and I had this massive download, and I didn't even know what had happened for 2 years. So yeah, I'm really, really grateful to be here. So I'm going to be sharing information today for the Blu-rays, for the Emerald Order, for all of you as starseeds. And I'll be bringing in, of course, more information as time goes on. Yeah, so let's just talk about, oh yes, I'm going to go do more housekeeping at the end, but if anybody would like to book a session, a reading, or join one of the group, either distance healing or there's a group quantum classes, there's one this Saturday on the 11th, check out the description box below and you can email me. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's talk about what we just went through, the 666 portal. And first off, this is the card they wanted me to show, okay? So this is us as starseeds coming in here on mission. We also transport in our sleep, and some of you in meditation, we go to our local home origin planet. And then this is our vision of Earth when we're there. So we literally came in to help to be part of this ascension, this awakening, this preparing for new Earth. It says a new Earth, it's happening. Keep holding the vision. So this is the main reason we heard the call and we came. Okay, but for some of us, that call was a long time ago. For some of us, we've been trapped down here in this false matrix. The third dimension is a false matrix. So we've all been learning, and we've had this accelerated download of information, and the veils are, have been removed and are being removed for many of you through these gateways heading towards the Lion's Gate. So let's talk about the number 666 for a minute, okay? So 666 has a negative connotation to it because it was actually hijacked by the other team. By the other team, I mean the Drakes, the Archons, the reptilians, okay? So that has been an agenda. There was a battle. They took over Earth. They infiltrated. They've been here for thousands of years. They took everything that was sacred for those of us that were here, including our connection to Source, including our connection to our star families. They shut everything down, and they kept everyone basically in here. It's been a quarantined prison and planet for many of us and our ancestors. Okay, so what they just shared with me, which is super exciting, that we're taking all of our portals back. And that's what, that was something that came in the last video. And we're taking it back, and we're also releasing the old imprints. So one of the main ones was this 666 implant and seal that they placed in our DNA. They placed in our crown and our third eye chakras. For some, it also has been impacting your throat, the back, the zeal point, and the heart chakra. So the whole idea has been to either disconnect you from source and the grids and your higher self and your team, or not allow you to get very far so you could stay here in the quarantine planet on the old grids and then just keep going around in this recycling of reincarnation. So we have an opportunity now to release it. So that's how far we've come. We're at a point, everybody, where there's enough of us as starseeds, as a group, as ground crew, and you are all ground crew, that we're able to release this. And I was given an opportunity to be a facilitator to help those in need. Okay, so. And I've already worked with my higher self and my councils of light. I've already removed it for me, and I did it really fast. And I paid for it for 4 days. That's kind of how I work, though. It's just like I just want to get it done. But I've been so rewriting. It sounds like, you might even hear it in my voice, it sounds like maybe I have a cold, I've got a sore throat, stuffed sinuses. That's what our body does when it's going through a massive integration and recalibration. So that's what happened for me. For those of you who have come or will be coming, your higher self and your team I will be doing the facilitating in the sessions, but your higher self and team will make sure that sort of dissolves and helps you move forward in about 12 days, 12 nights, okay? Maybe some of you might be 2 weeks. All right. So what is this seal? It was placed in various chakras and in our DNA to prevent us from connecting to our gifts. So it blocked our pineal and pituitary glands, our crown and our third eye chakras. This chakra was our connection to the old information, past lives as old souls in Atlantis, etc. Our heart, because our heart is the connection to source, and our throat, because when the throat opens up, our abilities open up. So what else has it been doing? It's been keeping us in fear. It's been keeping us in that perpetual deep state matrix and keeping us in PTSD fear mode, okay? So since I've been released from it, I've had some initiations, so we'll go through initiations to bring up fear, and it hasn't worked. And I will tell you, my abilities are clearer. My sight is clearer. My clairaudience is clearer. I feel like I'm getting more downloads, and I'm seeing more as well. Like when I did the download last week, I had a big blue orb from my blue team for Blu-rays last week. So that's what I mean. And like the emerald green from the Emerald Order has just been popping into my space. So I've been really, really grateful. So that's what it's been about. And some of you are ready to have that released and have your abilities brought back to you, okay? So just a little side note, it's part of 75-minute or more quantum sessions. I've had to make the sessions a little bit longer because there's a little bit more work that I need to do, but that's available now if you would like to book that before the solstice, okay? All right. So let me just talk about what else they brought in. We're going home. All right. For many of us, we've been here a long time, or our ancestors. We've been we've been doing all this work, but we're preparing to be fully connected to the 12th dimension and to go home, everyone. So I want to bring you that hope as well. That's what the Ascension is about. The Ascension is about redirecting our energy, going back through the great central sun and the galactic center, and going back to our home planet of origin, or wherever we wish to go. Okay, we won't be trapped here anymore. So that's one thing. But as we're here, we're all collectively Starseed ground crew. We are ground crew, and we need every single one of you. All right, so you're all being called up on mission. The other thing is that when or if you book, I'll be talking to you about your astrology to see if you have any retrogrades in your astrology chart. And like as an example, I came in with a Saturn retrograde. We're in Saturn retrograde right now, and I came in Saturn retrograde in Aquarius, and that's what we're in right now. So I had to do a whole bunch of healing around that and releasing myself from that contract, because Saturn as well, that energy was taken over. I'm just going to call them Team D, so I don't have to keep saying who they are. So, and it's also connected to the polarity of the Orion system as well. So and I have a great visual. Next time I do a live to just show that as energy. When we transitioned, we would recycle to Saturn and the Orion system. And now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going the other way back to the galactic center. So I'm so happy, and I know you all are too. So that's what the 666 was all about. We're taking it back, and that's why I was gifted to, I'll be able to assist you to release the seals, the soul contracts, and the blockages in your chakra system and your DNA as well, okay? So the 6th chakra is connected to the 6th dimension and the indigo ray. The 7th chakra is connected to the 7th dimension and the violet ray. And that's what we all felt a week ago. They wanted to disconnect us from source and shut us all down. But everyone got back on their horse. How are we able to stay awake and get through this? With the blue rays. We brought in that new blue, this is the blue frequency. So we brought in a secret weapon. We brought in this blue frequency that's slowly being brought online for us because that's been able to help us stay like this undercover crew, but now we're being asked to come forward, okay? So that's that. So there's implants and seals, there's contracts. It's connected to our chakra system, our meridian system, our DNA. And it's also, like I shared, connected to the throat and the heart chakras as well. It's been to keep us locked in and trapped in this matrix system. So what we're doing now as well, lots of ancestral healing and clearing. So we're doing a lot of tidy up from now through the Lion's Gate as well. So we're doing a big chunk of it as we get to the solstice. The solstice it'll open up around the 18th and go till about the 24th of June as well. So that'll be a super powerful time. And I just wrote down that it was hijacked. That number sequence was hijacked, but we're taking it back now, which is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to show some cards. I want to just see what else. Yeah, okay, so I wrote down, that's what they gave me. The blue ray has kept us on course. So thank you, all of you blue rays. The other message that came in is that the dark forces aren't going to give up. So think about Star Wars. Think about Darth Vader. Did he give up? Like if he was still in the vicinity of the planet and Earth is still so much a valued resource, do you think he would give up? So there are still galactic battles going on. Just to let you know, we're safe, but there's beings still here that are connected to them and vice versa. So yeah, we're still in the midst of it. That's for sure. So just to let you all know that. Okay. These soul contracts and implants. Are connected to the Archons, the Dracos, and the Reptilians, and that's how they've been able to keep us here in the false matrix. That's how they tampered with our DNA, okay? All right, I'm just going to do a little housekeeping, and then I'll go through the cards. So right now, there are sessions specifically for Blu-rays, balancing your chakras and releasing you from these seals. There's also one for the Emerald Order. There's packages as well of 3 sessions, so to align you with your Blu-ray mission or to align you with the Emerald Order and bring in information for you about that and the mission with that. There's also a 3 package for Starseeds. You can check that out on my website. Beautiful Canadian tribe, thank you. I'm so excited that more Canadians are popping in because that means that Canada is also going through this huge, massive awakening. And yes, for you Canadian tribe, all sessions are at par. So just to let you know that it is on my website. This weekend is one of the next 3 group video quantum akashic healing classes, sessions, where I'll go through a reading for the group. We'll have a Q&A. We'll set intentions and release and go to our Akashic records. So one of the focuses right now is the turquoise and citrine frequencies to bring in more abundance, and that's also to heal and release for the ancestors. I did a huge release around that for the ancestors today, so I'll be bringing that into this Saturday's class. There's still availability. There's a bundle for all 3. So there's one for, we're going to be preparing for the full moon, and we'll be cleaning up the 666 portal. We'll also be preparing for the solstice. That'll be the next weekend, the 18th. I may even have 2 for the solstice. We'll see. There is a 3rd one, a 3rd bundle, and I'm not quite sure when that date is, but there is a package for all 3, okay? Of course, there's always distance healing. At the moment, the release of these seals will have to be an in-person session, but there's still a 3-evening 22 chakra distance healing that clears all sorts of things, including soul contracts and pathogens. And there's also a 3-evening meridian system as well, so you can check that out too. Okay, so that I believe is my housekeeping. Yes, it is. Okay, thank you so much. All right, let's get into it. I'm just going to have a little sip. Yeah, so they gave me some cards. So we came in for the new earth, and that's what we're all working on now. We're going to be also working on ley line and grid work, and I've been giving tools to all of you to do that in personal sessions as well. So once again, break the chain. They show me that we're healing and releasing ourselves from ancestral patterns, healing and rewriting the future. So we came in to heal for our ancestors, but some of us aren't even connected to our ancestors. We just incarnated and agreed to clear the ancestral and bloodline energy. So that's what we're doing. We are the generation that's breaking the chain, okay? Unbound. Release soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So that's why I do the work with the Akashic Records, and that's why I'm able to release this important seal right now. Share your voice. So that's why our throat chakra is healing, because this is about persecution from past lives, and we're clearing the fear. So once the seal is gone, there's no more fear. Okay, you absolutely feel connected to Source Universal Energy. Protection through Saturn retrograde and through this month. Remember to seal and clear your energy. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. Again, that's part of the quantum healing as well. And then Age of Light. We've all been training for this for lifetimes. All right, and this is the exciting part because we're preparing. Some people, some souls, you may want to stay here. Others, as starseeds, we've been here a long time. We've been away from home a long time. We are, once this assignment is done, we can choose a new assignment. Okay, the initiation. Yeah, so that's part and parcel what this month is about. So, the next level or mastery. It's also part of the 3 package sessions I just talked about, where there'll be an initiation to your soul mission. It says rite of passage, crossing the threshold. So we're in the tunnel. Okay, we're heading out of the tunnel. I'll be working with Councils of Light, who's come in today, the Sirius team of light, the Lyrans, the whole team, Andromeda, Pleiadians, and the Arcturians. Okay, so I'll be working with all of them with you. Yes, this is what they wanted me to talk about: the power places, ley lines, and also that we came in to help the ancestors, and they're incredibly appreciative of that. So, as an example, and this is one of our key gifts, is the violet flame, which I've been talking about. So as an example, that may be a tool that comes in for your mission right now. It's like all hands on deck. Whatever we can do in person to clear our local ley lines and our grid lines and the energy in our homes and our area is going to help so much, because it's going to allow more of the new grid system to come in. Okay, so that's why they wanted me to share that. They also wanted me to share the blue flame, because I'll be bringing that in for the Blu-ray sessions, and this is who we are. This is what we're connected to. Okay, so this is like an activation as well with the Blu-ray soul mission sessions. Okay, for some of you, you came in to help the children. You came in to help the earth and the children. So just know that, and some of you may be doing it via being parents, or you might be preparing to help with all of the children that will be coming forward that have been harmed. All right. We're also going through like massive downloads right now of information, being a starseed. So it says hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. And that's the Orion system over the pyramids in Giza. So just know, even though I mentioned the Orion system, some of us have been through all of that. There's battles still going on. There's nothing wrong with the Orion system right now. It's been hijacked as well. So we'll be going the other way. That's what we'll be doing. Well, there'll be some cleanup over there. Light body crystal grid activation. So that's what they were sharing with me. Our light bodies are bringing in codes to help us anchor into the new Earth grids in and around the Earth. Earth pulsing. Some of you are incredibly sensitive to the Schumann resonance and to the solar flares, and if that's something that your higher self wants me to bring to you as well, we will talk about that. And this is called, okay, so it's all hands on deck. Soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. Even if you're only doing the violet flame in your area, it's needed. You're all needed, okay? All right, just a final couple of cards that they gave me. This is the main one, the Stargate heart. So when our heart, and to use the Merkaba, that's another tool I've been using. So the Stargate heart is our heart. That's our connection to Source. The seals and the contracts have been preventing like a true connection. We are connected, but it's been preventing like a real crystal clear connection. Heart chakra opening, unlocking, and generosity. So that's a beautiful message for our journey towards the solstice. We're also Gaia gateway activation. So this is our healing and clearing of the ley lines and the grid lines. I'm feeling connected to that new Earth Gaia, which is here as well, but it's an overlay over the old system. Okay, so we're going and we're picking up Earth intelligence. And she's going to be talking to us and letting us know what she needs. We're also going through a soul star activation. So again, there's the Merkaba, right? Big tool. So the soul star is this one up, and it's connected to our Akashic records. And if we're not connected down here, we have a hard time connecting to our soul star, which allows us to move up. So right now, some of us are fulfilling soul contracts and remembering who we are. How beautiful. Okay, that's a lot of information. I think that's enough for today. I'm so grateful for all of you. Again, if you'd like to book your own session or one of the bundles or come to the group class, please check out the description box and the specials on my website. There is still availability for the class this weekend. Book as soon as you can so I can send you the information, and I'll be sending the information out to everyone who's already booked. And of course, there's the specials for the Blu-rays, for the Emerald Order, and also just as a Starseed. There's also sessions, of course, the Twin Flame energy usually comes in, but I feel like most of you are coming for answers about your mission now and needing some of the next steps or to start. All right, I love you all so much. Thank you so much. Thank you again for liking and sharing this video. I'll be back soon. Thanks from Pink Bella. Bye.